Hi everyone, it's Phil here from Ashland Leather. I have an incredible wallet to show you today. 100% color number 4 shell Cordovan on our Johnny the Fox. This one has been 9 years in the making. We made a small batch of these. Before we get to that, let's have a preview of what's in the video today. Today is Fat Herbie Friday, and I have a custom Fat Herbie with an extra tall bill slot and some card slot dividers. I have a natural Chrome XL Fat Herbie, an English tan Dublin Bugs Moran, a color number 8 Chrome XL Johnny the Fox, an intense blue shell Cordovan 2-piece watch strap, and a color 8 reverse Apple watch band. So this color number 4 shell on our Johnny the Fox, this is not only a rare shell Cordovan color, but the thin pieces of leather that are required for the inside of this wallet took us 9 years to get to make a batch of 8 of them. So I've been hanging on to some thin shells to make this special batch of wallets. So you'll be able to check them out on the flash sale page. These are probably some of the best wallets that we've ever made. And I'm really enjoying the shells on them, the color of the shells, the luster of the shells, the look and the feel of these color 4 shells are remarkable. And maybe that's because some of the interior leather here has been sitting around for so many years. It's interesting. The longer a piece of shell Cordovan sits around, the more rich and full it becomes. It's actually kind of like aging a steak, I would suppose. It sort of mellows out, and all the different waxes and oils that were tanned into the shells get a little bit more time to settle and cure, and it sort of like gives the shells a nice roundness. So we've been collecting the thin pieces of shells since we started Ashland in 2011, and we're finally able to put together a small batch here of the 100% color number 4 shell Cordovan Johnny the Foxes. I love how these turned out. Some of my all-time favorite wallets. You'll be able to pick these up today. By the time you see this video, these wallets will be up on our flash sale page, and you should check it out there. I highly recommend it. All right, Fat Herbie Friday. This one is a extra fat Herbie. This guy is a glutton. But check out this incredible piece. This is a Tumbled Verdigris Fat Herbie. And the Tumbled Verdigris is a new version of shell Cordovan, where we've stained it to this sort of greenish, light green Verdigris color, and skip pouring and give it a little tumble. So we get this little bit of extra character and coloration to the shell itself. So it's really cool. It sort of looks like the Statue of Liberty or something. On the inside, more Tumbled Verdigris. That is super, super cool. It's like a greenish blue color. It's hard to describe how this one looks. On the inside here, we've included some extra card slot dividers, and those are done by special request. This is a full open pouch here. So we've included that on both sides, and then the other addition that is new, I think this might be the first Fat Herbie we've done this on. We've included this bill slot to go all the way up to the top, so we don't get this sort of notch out like we do on most of our Fat Herbies. It comes all the way up, which I think is a really interesting look, especially when this guy is fully closed. But it does seem to bulk up the wallet kind of a lot with that additional piece in the back, these additional card slot dividers. But either way, this wallet, thick or thin, is super cool looking, and I can't wait for you to have this one. Happy Fat Herbie Friday. And usually we only do one Fat Herbie on Fat Herbie Friday, but this one's going out today to MDW. Thank you so much, MDW. You've got an incredible natural Chrome XL Fat Herbie coming your way. This one has a really nice piece of leather on the outside, really nice natural character, great color, really nice roundness, great look and feel. This is a really good piece of natural Chrome XL. When you see it in person, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just like a really round feel. It's sort of firm yet soft, which has always been sort of fascinating to me. And the natural Chrome XL itself is just an amazing color. Here's a Bugs Moran in the English tan Dublin. And I really like looking at this color next to the denim. I think these complement each other very nicely. So sometimes, like when I'm taking photos, I just find myself staring at it, looking at the character of the grain in this English tan. It's just like that vibrant orangey tan color, which is very nice. The other thing I like about the Bugs Moran is the size, the form factor of it. Just perfectly fits in your hand. And the English tan Dublin itself, probably my favorite color right now. I'm really into these light, vibrant tans, but also the Dublin leather has an incredible natural grain character, and this Bugs is a great example of that. You can see all this different bits of grain And the different character in that grain, on the left and right, the inside of this one, and on the outside. Check that out. All the different striations. It's more of like a grain pattern on the outside that is random and unique. So each of these Dublin wallets are a little bit different. Here's a Johnny the Fox and another nice piece of Chrome XL. This is color number 8 Chrome XL. And for a bunch of years, we weren't offering this wallet in the color 8 Chrome XL. But about a month ago, we started making these, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. We've paired that color 8, the dark brown burgundy shade on the outside, we've paired that with a black horsehide interior. And I like the combination of these two colors. I think this goes very nicely together. We had a wallet yesterday, in yesterday's video, of a color 8 shell with a black shell together. I think it's really interesting look. So I'm kind of curious to try out more color 8 and black together. And I have a couple watch straps to show you. This watch strap blew me away. If there wasn't that crazy Fat Herbie today, or these color 4 shell foxes, this might have been my stunner of the day. I'm really happy with how this Apple Watch band turned out. And I've been using the black reverse version of this. It's a little bit more green of a color on my Apple Watch. I'm really happy with how it wears in, and here's why. If you look at the back side, the part that's going to touch your wrist, this is the shell Cordovan. So you get this super, super smooth piece of shell touching your wrist all day. And because the shell Cordovan is a veg tan leather, when you wear this, it wants to conform and mold around your wrist. And the longer you wear it, the more comfortable it gets. But I like the color and the Horween ink stamp on this Apple Watch band. I think this one turned out really well. And the last piece to show you today, this is an intense blue shell Cordovan 2-piece watch strap, and this one looks to be in the 18mm lug width. We make a couple different lug widths on our watch straps, but we also make different lengths. So if you have a shorter or a more narrow wrist, we can make a short length watch strap for you. I was noticing when I was taking some photos earlier, the blue of this intense blue does not show very nicely on these denim. And it's because it's a little bit darker of a blue when compared to the denim color on these PBJs. But it is there, and it's a nice aqua blue undertone underneath. And I might be able to present that here if I flex it a little bit and show you different angles. The other thing that's interesting about the intense blue is certain angles, it's a little bit more navy, and other angles, it's a little bit more of a vibrant blue. Which the combination of the two colors there, the two different blues, I think is just a really nice depth of color. But yeah, we had some really great stuff today, including this Fat Herbie for Fat Herbie Friday. And happy Fat Herbie Friday, everybody. All of you out there wearing your Fat Herbies today. Man, this color 4 is super nice. And I think I said it before, this is probably one of the nicest wallets that we've ever made. I'm really happy with how this color 4 turned out. It's so hard for us to get the thin pieces of shells. So we do have 8 of these. If you're into it, don't hesitate on this one. I think this is really special. So thanks for checking it out. Hope you have a great weekend, and take care.